this is what we're going to focus on tonight. Google AdWords, specifically the content network. There's so much traffic available on the content network. I mean, that's actually where the bulk of the traffic really is. I mean, everyone talks about Google search, and Google search is great. The problem is that it is limited compared to the content network. And if you're not familiar with the content network, let me kind of I guess I could show you real quick. Let me pop up in this just so we can take a quick look. Yeah, I don't know what CNN, maybe something like that. I don't know if they use AdWords, but somewhere on these sites, typically what you'll see are, if you're browsing the internet, you're going to see ads. You're going to see like this is an advertisement, that kind of thing. Google has a program called Google AdSense, and it's the sister, or it's how they take advantage of all the content on the internet. And what they do is they actually show their own ads in places like this. Okay, so this is this particular one is not, it's not Google AdWords, but this is just like what the content network is. Your ad would show up on a site like CNN or New York Times or something like that, or even just some niche site. So so that's really what the Google Content Network is all about. So how can you create an effective campaign? And you guys are welcome to take notes. It's 3 steps that we're going to cover. And they're pretty, I try to be pretty just point blank specific to give you guys something to kind of walk away from this webinar with. Step 1 is you're going to do keyword selection. Okay, the Google Content Network, when you build a campaign, you still have to select keywords. And the way that the Content Network works is those keywords, you put them in ad groups, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. And based on those keywords, Google figures out where to show your ad. So they'll scan all the text on a web page, and they'll try and figure out what the best ad is to show on that web page that's relevant to whatever that person's looking at. So I have something that I call the power of 200 when we're talking about keyword selection. All right, and I'm going to teach you the power of 200 and why that's, how that's a great way just to kind of get started and really build out an effective campaign. So we're going to talk about the power of 200 for the keyword selection. Now, step number 2, you have to theme your ad group. So it's a little different. On the search, if you're familiar with the search side of things, you pick a keyword, and if someone types in that keyword, then your ad's going to show up. Well, on the content network, that's not really the case. When you pick a keyword, Google actually determines the theme of that keyword. So let's just say, if maybe baseball, you're targeting something having to do with baseball, and you put Major League Baseball and the Atlanta Braves and New York Yankees and things like that. Well, Google, if you put those in the same ad group, then Google's going to look at those keywords and say, okay, this looks like it's about baseball. And so when it determines that there's a page that's talking about baseball, it's most likely going to show your ad. So the theme of your ad group is very important, and that's actually how the content network operates. So let me tell you, or let me give you a little secret. When you're theming your ad group, you're going to want to use what I call the 1, 5, 10, and 20 rule. And I'm going to go into detail, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview of what we're going to, basically there's 3 steps to creating an effective campaign. So step 1 is keyword selection with the power of 200. Step 2, you want to theme your ad groups using the 1, 5, 10, 20 rule. And then step 3, you want to add your banners, okay? The most important thing and the best way to create an effective campaign is really to use banners, not text ads. And so, I apologize if any of you are like, have never used Google AdWords. There may be some things that I kind of assume that you might be familiar with. So at the end of this presentation, if there's any questions or something that I go over that you're not familiar with, we'll try and answer them at that point. So I kind of assume a little bit of knowledge in terms of maybe you've put up a Google AdWords campaign, or you're familiar with it. So, but a text ad is a type of ad that you can run on Google or just about anywhere. However, banners you're probably even more familiar with, just like this one on CNN, like this particular this particular banner. This is a banner, okay, and these type of ads you've probably seen for a long time, and but they're very effective if you do them properly, okay. And so that's why I have this that says use images that get attention. So here's the 3 steps. This is what we're going to cover tonight in hopefully about 30 minutes or so, and then leave time for Q&A. I don't want to overload anybody tonight. So, but if you'll do this, you're going to get some really good results, and you're going to see that from the case study we're going to go over. Okay, so let's talk about keyword selection and the power of 200. What that really means is this: using keyword research tools, okay, and OfferVault actually has a great keyword. You guys offer keywords on various offers, and you can definitely start with those. What you're going to do, though, is you're going to use various keyword research tools, etc., and you're going to select the top 200 relevant keywords with the highest search volume. Okay. Again, I'll demonstrate this a little bit, but it's pretty simple. There's like the Google keyword tool. You can use that if you want to, or any word tracker. There's all kinds of tools. Keyword Rockstar. There's all kinds of tools that will give you the search volume information for a keyword. And what you want to do is you want to take, build you a nice list of maybe 400 or 500 relevant keywords, and then sort them based on the highest search volume from top to bottom.
Hey, John, just interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
Just to mention that they could also do that in OfferVault.
Oh, well, now I said, okay, you got the search volume in there, right?
Yeah, search volume's in there.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I said OfferVault's got, you guys have the new keyword. You guys added that not too long ago, a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you said it.
Oh yeah, no. But no, thanks for. I didn't know you had the search volume. But now that you mentioned that, you actually do have the search volume. So anyway, yeah. So you guys can use OfferVault as well. And what you want to do, like I said, is just sort them, rank them by the search volume, and take the top 200. Okay, straightforward. Don't put a lot of thought into it. Just do that one step right there, and that's called the power of 200. Now let's talk about the ad group theming. All right, now this, like I said, I have a rule. It's called the 1-5-10-20 rule, and let me explain that. You're going to take those same 200 keywords, and you're going to build ad groups of the same theme, but you're going to have different number of keywords in each ad group. So let's kind of go back to maybe our baseball example. Let's say that you want, you're going to, build a theme ad group around the Atlanta Braves. I'm from Atlanta. So anyway, the Atlanta Braves. So maybe your keywords, you've got some high search volume of like, Atlanta Braves or, Turner Stadium, Bobby Cox, kind of things like that. You can kind of theme those in the same ad group, or maybe you just want, the Atlanta Braves baseball, Atlanta Braves, Braves baseball. Those, you can theme them all around sort of that central topic, okay? Now, this is the 1-5-10-20 rule. Once you have identified like all the keywords in that 200 that you think are of a same or similar theme, you want to use ad groups that are one keyword ad